Good evening, race fans. Here tonight for race number 12, Extreme Forces Racing League, Full Throttle Beards Gen 6 Series. Tonight's powered by Duncan Water Systems. Shout out to our sponsor coming on board tonight. We got an exciting race. I'm Robert Warrens up in the booth for Outlier TV alongside co-host Chris Schuessler. Chris, how you feeling tonight, brother?
I'm feeling good, buddy. Hello to the fans. I was looking for some good racing tonight. I believe I've come to the right place.
Well, yeah, I mean, these guys have been on quite a bender the last few races that we've been a part of with Outlier TV here. So I'm excited to kick this off. 45 laps, the Duncan Water Systems at the Glen. Stage break, lap 16. We got beautiful weather, 7 degrees, 63% humidity, clear skies, 5-mile-an-hour winds. And this is a big track, a lot of history here. And I don't know, really exciting racing too.
I'm pretty excited. You know, one of my favorite parts of the intro here is when you do the weather, and you've done the weather. So that's now behind us.
Yeah, these guys are, it's always behind us, but these guys are rolling on the grid. It's going to be a long pace lap. Maybe let's take a look at our grid. We got 32 cars in the field tonight, Chris. And I don't know. Do you got any early predictions before we click this grid button?
I don't know, buddy. I need to see the grid. I see we got there Reese up front. He's always a hard hitter, so he may bring us some fun action.
Yeah, so let's get through this grid here and take a look at our pole sitter, the 36 machine of Truett. James Budd, great run last week in second place. Reese in third. Fourth is Giordano. In fifth is Fox. Forrest Hamilton in sixth. Seventh is Kalen. Eighth is Doyle, I believe last week's winner. Ninth is Dan Park. 10th is Michael Steele. 11th is Anthony Hamilton. Kraus in 12th. 13th is Markle. Firing in 14th. 15th is Elam. 16th is our sponsor, Sean Patrick. 17th is Hermes. 18th is Moreau. 19th is Regal. 20th is Domer. 21st is Griffiths. 22nd is the Lock Dock Walker. 23rd is Dustin Griffiths and Kyle Mays in 24th. 25th is Todd Mays. Outside of him is Alan Warnicki. 27th, Bobby Mays. 28th, Stephen Hogan. 29th is Sonic, and 30th is Quali. 31 is Jake Mackey and Lingerfelt in 32nd. Big field of cars tonight. Getting ready to rock and roll. There's going to be a lot of action here. Coming around the last corner, so I mean that's scary.
Yeah, you got through that just in time, buddy.
Ride the Dente outside pole. Getting ready to take the green for the 45 Duncan Water Systems. Through it, great start down into turn one. We're looking for these drivers to have a clean entry into turn one, and it's looking like everyone is getting through clean. Coming up through the S's. Couple too wide. Down the backstretch.
Coming right at us.
Clean so far. Down into the bus stop. Drivers getting all single file and spaced out. Coming through the carousel turn, the field rips through.
Oh, these guys are off to a nice start.
I mean, road course racing is definitely a different skill. But we're seeing two heavy hitters right up at the front. We're seeing Truett, Reese, and Bud. Fox, Kalen, Giordano. All these guys have been up front the last few races that we watched.
Well, they're just about to complete the first lap, and it has been successful. not an easy task with a lot of cars on this road course, but they've done it quite well.
Yeah, absolutely. Our leader pacing out a little bit, 6/10 over second place, Truett over Reese, followed by Bud, Fox, Kalen in the top 5. Gonna hop in the cockpit a little bit later on, but Chris, I'd like to bring in a little bit of the history of what's going on here. So let's take a look at our point standings as it sits right now from finishing at Texas last week, and that's the wrong one. Double fail there, but we can fix that.
Hold up. Wait a minute. That ain't right.
Let's try that again. There we go.
There we go.
Current leader in the points, 45-point lead is Reese over Walker, then Doyle in third, Fox, Giordano, Park, Kalen, Kyle Mays, Anthony Hamilton, and Logan Truett are current leaders. So, Reese is most wins on the season. No surprise there, but you can see just a consistency of top 5s, top 10s throughout those 10 cars in the point standings.
Maybe this road course will shake some things up this week.
Yeah, perhaps. Perhaps. Everyone's single file, not seeing anything from race control, but it's early on. Stage break lap 16. Not sure, what our fuel window is here. Would imagine be around 20-ish laps.
And you said stage break 17? Was that it? I don't listen very well.
16.
16. 16. Got it. Okay. Well, yeah, awesome. And not to attack your competency here, but do we have our alert line going here with off tracks and meatball flags and all that?
We should see those pop up on the bottom left-hand side of the timing tower. We are going to bounce around to a couple different drivers in just a second and start to look at some of this field. It's a little early on.
These guys are just handling this well here at lap 4. This is awesome
super
stuff.
Clean racing. I mean, it is early. They're racing for stage points. But right now we're going to focus on our biggest mover of the race so far. He started quite a ways back, and he's making a charge up front here. And that's the 65 of Kyle Lingerfeld, up 8 spots and looking to charge forward. So I don't know if he had an issue in qualifying, but he's definitely looking to make it move up. Sonic off track, the 91 machine, but probably going to see a lot of these guys fly off the track from time to time. Another driver that has had a notable march forward is the 30 machine of Steve Hogan. He's also up 8 spots right now. He's been up front quite a bit, so no surprises there to see him charging forward.
He's in pursuit by the lock doc himself.
Yep. And 2 machine looking to make a move on the outside. I believe that's down the backstretch. He's going to clear him. All right, let's see. Take a look at the 62 machine of Mark Kalen. All these leaders are still kind of, top 6 cars within 3 seconds of each other. A hop in the cockpit of the 21 machine, Giordano. Give you a ride-along experience of these high-powered Gen 6 cars powered by Full Throttle Beards. I'm going to reach out to Sean Snyder on Facebook for a suite of products that'll keep you looking moisturized, shiny, and sexy, and voluptuous if you have that facial
I'm going to
hair.
need to reach out and brush up on my hygiene.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of opportunity there, you know?
You can't change the rules just because you don't like how I'm doing it.
Right? Down into...
Giordano, usually a hard charger since we've been broadcasting and had unfortunate race last week.
Yeah, got caught up
wrecked
early
out.
on in, I think, lap 3 or 4. Showing an off track here, so actually a crash. We're going to bounce over to an OTV instant replay. Make sure you're clicking on that gearbox on the bottom right-hand side. You can watch this in 4K. And obviously put a like and subscribe if you don't mind. Chris is, he's getting older. So am I. And we want a plaque. So let's take a look at our OTV instant replay here.
We don't have a lot of years left.
On board with the 91 machine of Joshua Sonic. And out of turn 1. He's going to hit the inside wall here.
Way to go, a-hole!
Oh, that was aggressive.
Wait, that wasn't appropriate.
That wasn't appropriate.
I've loaded up a bunch of new drops, and sorry, Joshua, that was not appropriate for that scenario.
And the stream has been cut short. Good battle up here. Lap 7. Is he Truett cross the line? Lap 8. Our leader, Logan Truett, open up a little bit of gap. 1.5 the margin under acceleration. Fell up to 23rd. He's marching forward. Kalen also making some moves here in the 62. Coming down to the bus stop.
Chili's. Brought to you by Chili's.
Drivers up front holding an excellent line. The good battle here in and around pretty much 3rd through 7th. So quite impressive here, these guys. And, shout out to... Bud sliding.
Oh, no.
Recuperates it. Down into turn 1. Wants to fall back in line. Giordano gets around him. The 15 of Fox. Putting pressure.
Chance of a replay on that, buddy?
Oh, man, you're asking for a lot. Let's take a look at this here. OTV instant replay.
A nice little recovery.
You can see he's already sliding here the corner before. We're going to play this at full speed. Coming out the final turn, the car is just already yawed up, and
Fun stuff.
Awesome job. We'll get back to live action here, and I think sliding those tires now, he's got pressure from the 15 machine of Josh Fox. He's been an up front runner ever since we've been broadcasting the Extreme Forces Racing League, and something to be definitely watching out for. I'm confused. Josh Fox has got the Reese's paint? That's not Reese's.
He does. Reese's, I think they're sharing the same paint, or similar paints, correct?
Go up to the 1 machine. What the? I guess that's team orders,
Yeah. They're a little different.
Kind of different, but the same.
Right.
And Park showing off the track. Lingerfeld up 10 spots. Hogan hauled back. And let's take another look at another hard charger here. It's the 82 machine of Dustin Griffiths, rocking the Crescent Donuts. I know. Did you show up? Were you a mystery shopper last week, Chris?
I was there. I didn't know why you weren't. I told you I'd meet you there afterwards. I made a couple memories of my own.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Your boobs are huge.
They are voluptuous. Griffiths having a good run. Up 6 spots so far. Looking for Brandon Griffiths. Checking in. He's deadlocked even right now. Started 21st, running 21st. And it's going to be interesting, Chris, after the stage break, because these drivers are going to reset. But you see Kyle Lingerfeld, 65 machines, got a run on him down the front stretch. And that's... oh, Griffiths!
Hold up. Wait a minute. Ain't right.
Whoa.
Able to re-enter safely, but that's going to be costly for that 45 machine. James Budd has shuffled back a few spots.
Nice save, like you said. Nice save. A couple of these drivers getting a little wiggledy, but bringing it around.
Griffiths off track again.
Do you happen to know, Robert, the incident count for a penalty?
Probably standard around 25, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be an issue for any of these drivers. Shout out to Track Cams 22 giving us some of these angles today. Recently partnered up with Outlier TV, so what you're seeing here is some beautiful angles from Track Cams 22. Going off track, let's bounce around to another battle. We got one. Go ahead and look at Todd Mays chasing on the bumper of Lee Krause in that 99 machine. Krause started further up and has fallen back. So Todd running approximately where he started, and in front of him here in the 99 machine. Started 12th, he's down 12 spots, and I don't know if crew chief of that 99 machine has missed the setup for tonight, but definitely falling off pace. Mark Kalin makes another charge up front, so Galen gets around the 15 of Fox, as well as Giordano, who's in the hunt on Kalen's bumper. This is the battle for third. Giordano looks like he's got momentum here. Down into final turns.
Oh, putting the pressure on. Oh.
Coming out of... oh, a little loose on the bottom. Galen's fighting it.
That was a nice track cam shot there.
Down into turn one. Kalen's got the inside. Let's see if we're going to get a crossover here. Driver's amazing skill balancing the two wide through turn one. Up through turn two.
Maybe a cockpit cam, a 21.
All right, let's do it. Coming up to the bus stop with Giordano. 2
Wow,
laps.
what a battle these guys are having. This is awesome.
2 laps until the stage is done too. So these are critical points. You know, Reese's are sitting in second, and he's our points leader. But Giordano in the hunt for a championship as well. Kalen trying to hold on to that 3rd spot. You can see both drivers using up that equipment.
The end of this straightaway is always exciting here with the heavy braking.
Yeah, and it's really, you know, heavy braking and then finding the right momentum. It looks like, oh, pass for the lead. Let's go back to our TV1. Side-by-side battle for the first spot. Reese sitting behind Truett the entire stint. That drag race down the backstretch. Down and through the buses. Reese has got the edge. He's going to clear Truett. And this is the kind
Once
of
again,
back...
the drivers in this league do not disappoint.
Absolutely not. Giordano still 2/10 back from Kalen. Lap 16.
Shout out to Kalen, by the way. I mean, that's an incredible amount of pressure to try and hold him off.
Giordano on the outside, looking to make the move before the stage. And he's going to squeeze him right at the line by...
Wow.
Wow is right.
I think Giordano had the momentum, but I think Kalen had that inside line.
Yeah, going down into 1, it's kind of hard to battle back here. But, you know, shout out to Reese, who's opened up a 4/10 lead in just a lap. Probably conserving his tires. The stage is the completion of lap 16. So we're going to have to wait for that final battle here for that 3rd spot. Coming through the carousel. See if Giordano can get a run. Final turns. We saw him make a move the last time. See if he looks to the outside or if he shoots it. He's going to the inside this time, Chris. I don't think it's going to be enough. Little drag race down the front. Oh, a little loose there. I thought the stage break was going to happen. There we go.
There we go. Gotta gift him a point just for all that effort.
Right? Excellent battle so far with the stage coming out. 17 laps or 16 laps of full action. Brought to you by the drivers of the Full Throttle Beards Gen 6 Series, powered by Duncan Water Systems tonight in Stamford, Connecticut.
Robert, that was awesome stuff, man. I'll tell you what, if the rest of the race is like that, it's going to be a great one.
I mean, hats off to these guys. They're rocking and socking these laps down. And it's been great to watch some of these battles, some of the marches forward from the drivers. But now we're going to reset. So looking at our top 10 right now as they roll through, that's how we're going to finish the stage. The top 10 is going to be eligible for those stage points. We're critical in that championship. Lane Doyle squeaks up there. Good run for him. Bud falling back to P8. He's down 6 spots. Mix of drivers there are all kind of running where they started. Lingerfeld's up to 19th, up 13 spots so far. So taking a look at our finishers, when we were looking at the points, ended up with the top 3 finishers. Doyle winner last week, Fox in second, Bud in third at Texas. Fox has had quite a strong charge there. Consistent podium finishes, grabbing second spots in 3 of the last 5 races. You see Giordano and Reese all in the mix. And just 5 different winners in 5 different races, Chris. And I'm expecting that we're going to have maybe a different winner tonight, unless Reese is able to continue the charge from his win here at Bristol.
I don't know, Robert. Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, we saw an awesome show earlier. Yeah, let these guys reset. And, yeah, I don't know. It was awesome.
But once again, just shout out to Duncan Water Systems here. Backed by 70 years of experience, Duncan Water Systems specializes in commercial and residential water system testing, design, installation, and maintenance. Our mission at Duncan Water Systems is to provide high-quality water solutions to every customer. We pride ourselves in being responsive, honest, and customer-oriented. Our priority is safer water for you and your family. Call us today, text us, email, or hit us up on our website, duncanwatersystems.com.
And Robert, we had one driver stay out.
That's the 91 machine of Sonic. I'm expecting he's going to pit the next time by. We're going to see all drivers here take, quick 4 tires. But just for funsies here, I'm going to maybe just... look at Kalen getting out P2. Giordano jumps a spot. Reese falling back a few.
Robert, I'm going to grab Aiden Giordano real quick and just give him a quick chat here for a second. I wanted to wait till he pitted, but just let him know we had an eye on him.
Yeah, I mean, excellent battle from that 21 machine. It'd be nice to get some of his perspective to see if he's got something for the checkered flag tonight.
Aiden, what's up, buddy? You're here with Robert and with Chris. Just wanted to give you a quick shout out. How you doing, bud?
Doing all right. Having some fun on the good old Watkins Glen, home track. So I'm very glad to be here.
It looked like you did, buddy. We were watching you the last couple laps, man. You were putting in a hard charge there for that 3rd position, and I don't want to take too much of your time here. Was that a pretty intense battle there, trying to secure that?
100%. I was getting a little frustrated because I'd get him in the 7, and then he'd get back to me in the 1, and then I knew it was way quicker than in the bus stop. I don't know if you guys were watching.
Oh, we were.
Stop. I mean, I was flying on the bus stop.
I'll send you.
Couldn't make a move on him.
Hey, you put on a good show. I'll send you back to get ready for this race. Is your father watching?
I hope so. I haven't checked my phone, so.
All right, buddy. Oh yeah, yeah. He just checked it in the chat. Hey, good luck, buddy. We'll see you at the end.
All right, sweet. Thanks, guys.
Bringing you the secret sauce from that 21 machine. It sounds like he's confident and locked and loaded.
Yeah, he sounded good. He sounded like he's just trying to handle his business, taking it lap by lap. And yeah, drivers are doing their best here to deliver, put in some good racing, and put on a good show for the viewers.
Got one more lap around the track for these guys to settle in. We're going to see Truitt. He led 14 laps. Let's take a look at our lap leaders. 16 laps, Reese 4 laps. So this is now counting under caution. It's quite crazy, Chris. 25 laps to go. I'm thinking that these guys might have to grab a splash of fuel, but you just never know. I don't know if somebody's capable of saving, So, interesting enough.
True, and then if you do stop, do you take like half a set of tires maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the strategy is.
We're just
I guess it depends on where you are and where your competition is.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just going to roll a quick commercial here. Give a shout out to Wagner's Welding, one of the sponsors of Outlier TV, and we'll RB.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagner Welding. Wagner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
Yeah, shout out to Wagner's Welding there. They're known for their custom truck beds and ramp trucks, and you know, if you're in the market for something to help you get your job done, visit them in North Carolina. Just I think they're outside of North Wilkesboro.
Yes, North Carolina.
North Carolina, Wilkesboro.
Couple shout outs here real quick. Giordano's father is watching the race for sure. We got a Shake and Bake James shout out, and then Let's Go Hermes. So a lot of folks tuned in and watching the race, a lot of shout outs, so wishing these guys the best of luck on the second half.
Good start by the 36 machine with Kalen on the outside going down into turn one. I don't know if Kalen's going to put the pressure on. Got Fox in behind him.
I can hear those tires.
They're working, man.
Yeah, they are.
I think Kalen's always looking. He doesn't commit that. You know, sometimes when you do peek out like that, it gets that driver in front of you just like a little bit nervous. Like, is this driver going to drive in? Do I got to run the second groove, right? Like, I was nervous for Truett.
Yeah, I was just going to say, sometimes it's just a way to, like, just put a little bit of pressure on the driver ahead of you. Get you off your game.
Yeah. Got a battle back here. We're going to go back a little bit further back in the pack. To drivers.
Ooh, someone spun in the back, Robert.
Matt Moreau, let's go ahead and we'll grab that in 1 second. Back up front here, watch Kalen as he's charging on Truett with Fox in behind, Giordano in fourth with Reese in fifth. Now we know Reese is pocketing tires. Ooh, let's go ahead and take a look at that crash though, Chris. Showing Forrest Hamilton having a little trouble coming down into turn one. Gets a little loose under throttle.
Car looks okay, thank goodness.
Back to live action. Nobody else showing carnage anywhere. A lot of slowdowns and off tracks. So slowdowns come up when a driver cuts the track. Go in on the 65 machine. Kyle Lingerfeld. He didn't have an amazing race last week. Got caught up in early drama. But he's charging forward. You know, I'm thinking he's going to be a top 10 car.
Well, you called it now. Keep an eye on him.
Up in the gyro, showing.
Sorry, Robert. Top 10 paint scheme for sure. That's looking nice.
Yeah, twin tiers. Gives you that perspective of him just working the wheel as he's slicing the bus stop. Todd May's off track. Taking a look now at the 8 machine of Elam.
Since we're focused on Elam, can we see a driver shot of the driver, I should say?
Unfortunately, Chris, we cannot with these cars. These older cars don't have the same cameras as like the trucks and the current Cup cars. These Gen 6 cars are a couple years old, and it might be in a different camera pack that Outlier TV does not own.
We'll have to. Hey, mediocre broadcasting.
Yeah.
I was enjoying his race suit there, the red with the stripes on it. Looked cool.
Might be able to give you back the gyro, but that's about it.
I thought that was kind of sharp. That is a great camera shot.
Yeah, it gives you a perspective of relation to driver inputs and the corners that they're slicing and dicing.
And while we're fixated here on Ferron, shout out to Ferron's family again. Best thoughts and wishes continue.
Absolutely.
Putting on a good race tonight.
Currently 10th. He's going to have his hands full. He's got good drivers all around him. We're going to go over to 59 machine, James Budd. I'm showing he's got a crash, so we saw him slide around before, so I'm wondering if he's suffered that same kind of catastrophe. We're going to speed it up here. I think he's under the 90. Woo! Oh. The 51 of Hermes, I believe. Back that up there. And, see, Bud gets a good run under Hermes. And drivers are expecting them to come a little bit wider, so
Ooh.
Tough break there for Bud, but really no fault to Hermes. Hermes showing a meet.
God, please, no! 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 No!
Got another crash here, Chris. Let's go to the 38 machine of Moreau. Meatball flag for Giordano.
Oh, no.
I think he had enough. Gonna go to Giordano showing a meatball flag.
What did Matt do? What is... I
He's
figured he couldn't make the bus stop, so he just went straight through.
Take a look at this here. I'm going to back this up a second. So a lot of stuff happening. We've already got a meatball flag.
He's lost an engine.
You know what it is? It's from shifting. Oh, there, you hear it pop right there. Let's go in the cockpit of that 21 machine. Try to be quick with our mediocre broadcasting. Wait for the shift. Pop that time.
You can't change the rules just because you don't.
Yeah, the motor's struggle busting. Wonder why I couldn't hear it. Let's go back one more time, and then we'll go back to live action.
Well, that's a dang shame.
Normally what happens here is when drivers shift at a high RPM. When they shift at that...
You kind of hear some clicking.
Yeah, they shift at a high RPM. That's... They're kind of victim to overrunning that engine. And running those RPMs too high. So that's going to be dramatic for that 21 machine of Giordano after having a good run. But Truett here, 19 laps to go. He's got Kalen on the bumper. And Reese is 2 seconds back. Kalen makes a charge. Ooh. Falls back in line, so Kalen wants that lead. You know who's been absolutely silent tonight? Is
Doyle?
No. He had a good run a couple races ago. is...
He won last week.
Well, Doyle did win it last week. Is actually the 14 machine of Domer. And you can see the 14 machine putting pressure on the 46 acquiring. He's chasing them down now. We'll get a little bit closer in as the cameraman's using his drone up in the sky coming through the buses. Up 8 spots. And making big moves here.
Yeah, usually Domer gets it in. He's doing well.
You know, when these guys are qualifying, it's so important. Track position is so important because, you know, everyone's side by side at the start. They got to shuffle single file, and by that time, you've lost a couple seconds on the car in front. So Domer doing a good job here of recuperating. Oh, show. Take another look at Awana. Up 11 spots. Sponsored by Duncan Water Systems is Jake Mackey. He started 31st. He's up to 20th.
I love the paint here on this car.
But it's about the water systems, bud.
It's clean. It's clear. It's healthy.
And you know what, Chris? This is a good time for a plug. Bad water shouldn't be a part of your daily routine. For 70 years, Duncan Water Systems has delivered trusted water testing, treatment, and filtration solutions for homes and businesses. Clean water, better living, Chris. Just in case you're wondering.
Right.
I was wondering, and thank you for delivering that message. Yeah. Glad we could get that out there.
Yeah, give him a call. 203-323-0556. You might even get to talk to Jake. Rumor is that he's one of the lead technicians.
Okay.
And now what you were saying earlier, Lane Doyle. Up 4 spots tonight. Last week's winner at Texas Motor Speedway, Chris. I think he's your favorite driver. I don't know. You keep talking about him.
I don't have favorites, because that's favoritism.
Oh. Don't you have a favorite kid, though?
No.
That's a lie.
But you're my favorite guy to broadcast with.
Oh, baby.
Right.
Oh, baby. Let's take a look at... Oh, man. I'm going to hop in the cockpit of Doyle and see, in relation to some of the other drivers that we've seen, how he's working the wheel. Like, is he getting loose? These Gen 6 cars, I believe, are a 750 horsepower package. So they are a lot to wheel. But Doyle making it look pretty smooth. But you can see, Chris, under acceleration, you can see that sometimes there's a counter steer just from the horsepower.
Mm-hmm. Yes, big fan of the counter steer. It's awesome to watch these guys just control that.
So many off tracks, but you know, off track isn't really an indicator of anything. All right, where are we gonna go next? Let's take a look at the 2 machine of Josh Walker. Doing a good job here. Currently running 10th. He's up 12 spots. A couple of these guys are marching forward slowly. They should have called you, Chris.
That's a lot of spots.
They should have called you. Hey, how do I call up Chris Schuessler?
Yeah. We got to get my number on the screen next week.
Yeah. Daddy's driving school, Chris Schuessler.
Yep.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Walker looking to put some pressure on Elam. I like how some of the drivers are electing the wider arc out of 1.
I thought the wider arc, and maybe I just don't know anything, but I thought that used to give you a incident point.
Not there. Because there's no white line, I don't think, on the outside of 1, but I have turned off-track notifications because they're kind of lame.
It's kind of whack.
Yeah.
Whack when you go off track.
Isn't that the truth? Shout out to our viewers tonight. Maybe hit up the chat if you want to see an update from one of your drivers. Happy to pan over and give you an update on where they're running. Kind of whack, little squirrely from Walker.
So let's do a check-in here. Are we able to pull up any fuel gauges?
We are. I've estimated at 24 laps. So everyone, they resetted. Let's go back to camera 1 here. I'm estimating that we might... Whoa! Elam sideways. Turn 2.
That was fun.
Walker gonna get a run. Entering the buses. He's probably not gonna back out of it here. Oh, he does. Elam shuts the door.
Elam making that card wide.
You know, I like my big booty
That was
girls.
Right.
That was fun.
Yeah, I mean, good job by the 8 machine to get her woed up. Kalen, let's go back up to our leaders and take a look at the 62 machine. And you can see that, I don't know, about 5 laps ago, let's go with that. The 1 machine of Reese was 2 seconds back. He's closed the gap to a second on the leader. And big charge there. Kalen looking on the inside of Truett. He backs out of it into the buses. See if he can set up a run through the carousel. Reese slowly in the hunt. Let's take a look at our lap times. We know that in qualifying, drivers set a lap time of 1:10 as their best lap. Race pace is a little bit different because they got different grill tape. So we're seeing race pace best lap is 1:11. Kalen actually looks like he's got the fastest lap of the night. But let's look at our last lap times. 1:12s, 1:13s as they've crossed the line. So falling off 2 seconds a lap since we've last pitted. That's pretty dang interesting. Kalen looking to charge on Truett again with Reese in the hunt. Kind of a 3-way battle for the lead. Down through the buses again. Walker does make the pass around Elam. He's up in 8th spot. Let's take a look at our lineup for the top 10 on the right-hand side of the screen. You can see those drivers as they've marched up. Kalen gets a little bit loose. I think Reese is going to get a run. He's looking, but not enough. See if we got a battle on the track. Everyone looks to be separated.
I'm enjoying this battle here for first. These guys have laser precision.
Absolutely, laser. Taking a look at Forrest Hamilton, Junior on the bumper of 65 Lingerfelt, or started 6th, is currently 15th. Lingerfelt marching forward. Our Charger up 18 spots. And that's the 22 of Kyle Mays in front of him. Lingerfelt's gonna put some pressure on him. After the carousel, you can see he's able to get a better run through the carousel. Tight on the exit there.
Wow.
Down into the final turns. Forrest on the bumper of Lingerfelt. He's gonna make the move on. He's making it look easy on the outside. Wow. Hats off, top shelf driving. And
5 of these guys just in the hunt here.
go back to the 93 machine of Mackey. He's right in the mix too. '99 of Kraus. He's with Kyle Mays looking to get around him, but Mackey is up 15 spots. And through those turns there, this is definitely challenging. Mackey's got to run. Anthony Hamilton, meatball flag. Oh,
Wow.
that was Kraus. I think he missed the breaking point there. Let's go back to Kraus in the 99 machine. Gonna click play. I don't know if the brakes heated up there, but oh, slight contact on the 22. Wow, is right, Chris.
Way to go, a-hole!
Oh, man. Austin Powers is rampant tonight. Anthony Hamilton had an off track, but I'm not seeing. I can. Here, let's grab this. I think he's off track already. Yeah, it looks like he might have towed. I'm not going to be able to get... I don't see an indicator of how we can get our camera guy there. And let's go back up to the battle for the lead, Chris. I know you're excited about it.
I am.
Contain yourself, Chris. Contain it.
Right.
Reese on the inside of Kalen just at the perfect time through the final turn as they drag race down the front stretch into turn 1. Reese going to be able to complete the pass. Kalen's fighting hard. Look at that. Look at the run on the outside. Reese has managed those tires a touch better.
You might take it back.
Down the backstretch, you can see the narrowest of margins. 8/10 the gap to our leader, the 36 of Truett, coming through the buses. Kalen hard over, I like to call them rumble strips or rimple strips.
Yeah.
You know why I call them
Yeah.
rimple strips, though?
I don't.
I was teaching my son how to drive many, many moons ago, and he's like, they're rimple strips. We're going on the highway. I'm like, what the hell? So, yeah, rimple strips for life, bro.
I believe they call them sausage curbs in the UK.
That's weird.
I could be wrong. But
That's weird.
it is.
Tell me it's not weird. On board, Reese says he closes in 5/10 with 6 laps to go.
This has been a real humdinger.
Ain't that the truth? Reese charging forward. Let's take a look at... Oh!
What the? Startled me.
Gotta watch your
What the
ticker.
heck?
Reese is slicing and dicing as they're coming up. Oh, it's like contact
Whoa.
there. Leader wants real estate over the 86 of Regal. That's going to shoot Truett up the track and open up the door for the one machine of Reese for the lead. Now Truett's going to be upset about that. And that's crazy. So check on the 7 machine of Dan Park. Been a quiet night for him, but he's steadily been in the top 10. Wind it down, Chris. 5 laps to go.
I know, I was looking at that. This has been quite fun.
I mean, we're seeing similar drivers up front from, you know, the speedways, super speedways, and the short track. So, you know, it looks like these guys have done their homework for the Duncan Water Systems 45.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to tack on a couple more. I know sometimes I request that, sometimes I don't. It's been so entertaining. I'm sure these guys are ready to be done. But this has been an awesome spectacle of racing.
Spectacular.
Yes.
Walker and Park bunching up. Lingerfeld chasing down the 93 of Mackey. And Walker and Mackey both tied for the Hard Charger Award tonight. 19 spots. Coming through the trees. We get a little bird's eye view. Ah. Greg raced down the front stretch. Mackey doing a great job here. He's marched forward. Strong run for him. He's 3 seconds back from Domer. Got a second on Lingerfeld. Or if there's a tight battle on the track that we can zoom in on. Doyle falls back from Kalen and Truett. We have shown a crash from Sonic. Check on that 91 machine with 4 laps to go. The treacherous turn 1. Loaded up that right rear and it just slow down. No trouble for anyone. Oh, Logan Truett showing as a crash here. Let's bounce to another OTV instant replay. Down into turn 1.
Same thing? Oh,
locks it up.
Speed.
What's flagging the crash there is because he's slowing down too much, so it's flagging it as a crash. But I mean, it's good that we're alerted to it to bring everyone the info. You know what I'm saying?
That's a tough break. He's been racing hard the entire race.
Let's focus on the battle here for 7th. Park and Walker. That 7 machine, hungry for that 7th spot. He wants to finish where his car number is. How about that?
That's good.
That's a good one, eh?
It's really good.
Gotcha, bitch!
Reese checking out from the field, 2.5 seconds ahead of the 62 of Kalen. Truett drops to 4th. Doyle up into 3rd. Big gap for a lot of these drivers. Walker gets a little sideways. I don't know if Park's going to get a run down into 1. And Park's got it clear down into 1 as long as he can keep it clean. And it looks like he's going to do the dance, do the Dougie. Another battle here is between Hamilton and Dustin Griffiths. Dustin's up 13 spots tonight, looking to make it 14 on the bumper of Forrest Hamilton. All right, Chris, I know what you're thinking. Ready?
Yep. Yes.
Last lap, our leader has crossed the line. 3.4 second gap over Kalen. 5.7 over Doyle. 7.2 over Truitt. And 9.8 over Fox. I don't know if he's going to be able to close that gap. Oh! What a save. What a save by the 82 machine of Griffiths. That's going to allow... Oh no, he's got pressure. From the 14 of Domer, he's heated up those tires. Down into the bus stop. Domer's got to run. Domer clears. That's a tough battle here. Let's go back up with our leader who's taken the checkered flag. Our winner, Josh Reese. One heck of a show. Galen grabs second. Truitt fourth. Fox fifth. Markle crossing the line now. Park coming out of the turn. The final turn. Walker in behind him in eighth. Hamilton ninth. Domer in 10th. And Griffiths just falls right behind. Mackey crossing the line in 12th with Lingerfeld in behind. Awesome run for these drivers up in the top 13 spots. The 45 Duncan Water Systems hasn't disappointed, Chris. You're a roadie too, so doesn't that excite you?
It does. Sure does, man. It was great.
And these guys marching down to get her done, you know?
The Reese's is...
So, I mean, looking at our, Reese is going to command more of that points lead, but, looking at our top three from last week, we got Doyle grabbing a podium. He's going to be up in the mix. Fox and Truitt both outside of that spot, so wonder what these drivers are going to have to say.
I'll get to do those donuts someday.
I mean, you can do them after the race whenever you want. It just doesn't mean you're going to win.
I'll do them at, what's the donut shop called?
Crescent Donuts.
Crescent. I'll do my donuts at Crescent Donuts.
Go back a couple of fine laps here. Where we grab these top three for interviews. I don't know, Chris. The stage break there, we kind of figured that we're going to see some mix-up, but what do I know? We seen Reese kind of have the same strategy and kind of march forward, so I don't know. Doyle had an excellent race up 5 spots, and Kalen up 5 spots, so...
Is today as much strategy as just putting down a fast lap and just, some good skill? You know what I mean? It's a tough track to pass. I mean, we did see lots of action, you know what I mean? But getting out up front, and then just strong skill set and just being able to manage. I think is looked like it was top priority. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
Well, I think you definitely have to manage your tires here because you saw these guys counter steer and slide around. But let's go
Yeah.
ahead and grab our third place finisher, Lane Doyle, and see what he has to say. Lane, Rob, and Chris up in the booth. Congrats on your P3 tonight for the Duncan Water Systems 45. Tell us about your night, what you liked, maybe what didn't you like, and what you wouldn't do again. How about those three?
All right, let's what I liked. I love this road course. It's always been good to me. Very, very hard on the tires today, so you had to manage your tires, which is always in my wheelhouse. Kind of similar to Coda. You just had to manage your tires and you get a decent finish tonight. What I didn't like, managing my tires. It was, man, I wanted to push so hard to catch these guys ahead of me, but anytime I got too hard on the throttle, I was pointed the wrong way, and that's never fun, especially when there's a lot of different ways to point wrong. Had some difficulties with the lap traffic. Just same with Coda. I caught him in really bad spots. So did my teammate Logan. We just unfortunate with the lap traffic. Let's see, something I wouldn't do again. Completely mess up my pit box entry. Probably could have gained a spot and maybe, I don't know, held off Reese for a lap or two on the restart and kept him closer. But I stopped way too early and just messed up my pit box.
Yeah, I mean,
that was all three of your questions.
Yeah, I mean, you passed the interview today. You're going to get the job. We don't pay much at Outlier TV, but last week, you grabbed the win at Texas, and hats off to you. So it must feel good. Podium again, and keeping you in contention for points. So, what are your thoughts on perhaps some of how your teammates finished tonight? Like you said, you mentioned Truett there, so I'm not familiar with all the teams. We'll pull them up, take a look at them. But how'd your teammates run in comparison to you for P3?
My teammates ran great races tonight. Markle ran a very quiet but very successful night, finished top 10. Logan, I finished P3, but I think I passed the wrong car to get there. Sadly, Logan locked it up going into one and just fried his tires trying to hold on to the lead, and I was able to take P3 from him. And then Park trying his best New Zealand impression. Luckily not an accent, just driving really hard, going from the back of the pack to where he finished P7. So really good race for him tonight. We just got a solid group here at JBR, and we prove it every week.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you guys got 4 guys in the top 10. So, I mean, that's pretty stout. How are you guys doing for team points? You think you guys got a run at the championship, the team point championship?
I believe our toughest competition is JFM, and we run close with these guys, both like friendly wise, but on track too. I mean, every week it feels like me and Reese are fighting for a position. And all the guys at JFM, all the guys at JBR, we qualify top 10 and we race top 10 and we race each other hard. And I couldn't ask for anything more from these guys. So I think we got a shot at it, but it's not going to be easy. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Just the level of driving here that we have for the Full Throttle Beards Gen 6 series. This car is a lot to handle. You saw everyone up on the wheel. And, Chris, he's been repping clean water tonight. He's been giving shout outs to Duncan Water System. So, Chris, what do you want to say to Mr. Lane for his P3 finish?
Oh boy, I'm waterlogged. Lane, congratulations, buddy. How are you doing?
I think you're doing better than me, but yeah, I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I bet. You probably need a little water right now, some hydration.
Oh, man, I'm so hot in this chair right now.
Oh, I bet, man. We won't keep you, dude. It was an awesome race, man. We are both of us. We're both floored at how well this league drives. And tonight was awesome, man. I mean, I agree with you. I think this is a great track, and it was a great race put on by the league. Everyone drove just so well, and yeah, you did a great job. Nice to chat with you again on a podium. And yeah, I remember talking to you last week, and you said that you liked this track and you liked, Coda, and they were similar. And yeah, you delivered, buddy. Nice job to get on a podium. Robert, where the heck are we going next week?
Well, it looks like we're going to Dover. I believe it's the EFRL All-Star Race.
Dover. There it is. Yeah, I should have been looking at the graphic. All right, Lane. So we're going to Dover next week. What are your thoughts on Dover?
That wall coming out of 2 scares me. But outside of that, it's another fun track with a lot of tire wear. Concrete, concrete track all around. That thing just sits there and eats your tires for dinner. So hopefully it's another track in my wheelhouse. So long as I don't get a little too close to that wall in turn 2, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm not sure if we're doing a fun little all-star format, but if we run any more than like 50 laps on these tires, you're gonna have to pit because you will blow a tire, and that's always. I think fun is the wrong word, but it's something.
It's something, is right. Like Dover is a concrete jungle, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, Elaine, who do you want to give flowers to?
My mother, of course. My mother.
Oh, yeah.
Mother, always watching.
Shout out to the moms.
Oh yeah. Good day for post Mother's Day finish.
For sure.
Of course, and I have the rest of my family all scattered throughout Texas that sit in their living rooms or. Well, I don't know where my uncle watched it from, but he watched it somewhere as well. And then now actually joining me in New York this weekend, another family member watching from up there. Of course, my teammates. And of course, you guys. Thank you for the broadcast y'all put on every week. My family enjoys them thoroughly.
Awesome. Thank you.
Wait, we appreciate that. We enjoy doing it. And yeah, congratulations to you. Hey, we hope to chat with you next week and have some Dunkin' water and cool yourself off. Refresh.
Absolutely. Hope to see you guys next week. Talk to you also next week.
Yeah, of course.
All right, Lane. Take care, buddy.
Take care.
That's our P3 finisher, Lane Doyle, giving the reppin' shout out to Dunkin' Water Systems sponsor for tonight. We're going to grab our P2 finisher, Mark Kalin. Mark, Robin, Chris up into the booth. We saw you make numerous charge for that top spot. You were looking under Truett. You were marching forward. What could you have done differently to get that lead and get the win tonight?
Turn them, plain and simple. Just get them out the way. No, Logan ran a spectacular race, defended very well. It was extremely difficult, especially on older tires, to get the run you needed to make a move. I tried to force him into a mistake in the braking zones a little bit when I had a bit of a run. I just couldn't get close enough to actually get a nose in there most times. So he just did a really good job of defending.
Yeah, and these cars are very high horsepower. This package here for Watkins Glen, we've seen a lot of counter steering, a lot of off tracks, a few lockups. And, from your perspective, were you concerned about tire degradation at all for the 62 machine?
Oh, absolutely. I've never been the greatest with tire wear. I did manage to get a 0x to this race though, so there's that.
Settle down.
Points.
But yeah. But no, tire deg, especially in a high horsepower road course type of combination, it's definitely going to be a concern, and it definitely was here. Especially over the bumps on the outside of the curb of turn 1, it was extremely easy to lose the rear end there. Or depending on where you had your brake bias, it was extremely easy to get sideways under braking. So it just kind of depended on your driving style. But yeah, tire deg was huge here.
What about looking at all the corners on these track. What's your favorite and what's your least favorite corner for the Watkins Glen suite?
My favorite probably has to be the bus stop.
Okay.
And the least favorite for me, for whatever reason, I can just never truly nail them perfectly, is the turn 6 and turn 7 combo. Those two turns, for whatever reason, I'm always slower than my competitors, but I usually tend to make it up through the S's and the bus stop.
Oh, all right, cool. You know who doesn't smell today? Mark?
Do I know who doesn't smell?
Yeah, it's Chris, because he's supporting Duncan Water Systems. Chris, what do you want to say to Mark Halen?
I took a quick shower post broadcast using Duncan Water Systems. No, hey Mark, congratulations, buddy, with your second place. This is an odd thing to say, and I mean it complimentary, but my daughter's name is Kaylin.
Oh yeah,
So
nice.
yeah,
So it's a good strong name.
It is. It is. So yeah, glad you got on the podium here so we could chat. Great race. I was telling Lane when we interviewed him that Robert and I just really impressed with the league and how well everybody drove tonight. I mean, this is a super fun track, and everyone just did a great job and super entertaining. I almost caught myself not broadcasting anymore and just
you were watching a lot.
I was watching a lot. I mean, it was just a great race. So yeah, just a great job. It's nice to chat with you, and I'm glad you took second place tonight. We're gonna head over to Dover next week, and just wanted to get a little input from you and get your thoughts on racing at Dover.
Well, first of all, thank you for the compliments. I appreciate it. Dover is it's a wild card race for sure. I enjoy Dover. I usually run really well there, but it's essentially a short track with a tiny little bit of an extension on it. So it's probably going to be a little chaotic. Hopefully not, but probably a caution fest. And if there is a wreck ahead of you, it's extremely difficult to avoid. So you might see some massive pileups. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Dover. I've been trying to get my season back on track. The first chunk of the season didn't go so well for me. Got wrecked out of the lead several times earlier on in the season, but trying to pull back in. I think I'm currently 7th in points, but this second place will definitely help that out.
Yeah, for sure. Robert just had a graphic up on screen, showed you in 7th place. And yeah, it looks like you have some good numbers behind your name. So I'll tell you what, I hope we get a little action next week. We don't need an excessive amount, but I loaded up a whole bunch of drops and stuff, and didn't even get to use them tonight because everyone did such a good job. So yeah, if we have a couple wrecks, I'll be excited to hit the board a few times. But
Well, there you go.
Yeah, for sure. So Mark, who do you want to give some flowers to tonight?
Yeah, for sure. First and foremost, my parents and my wife for excuse me, for supporting my sim racing addictions. I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Lotus Dynamics Designs. They've been sponsoring me for a little while now. And if you want a custom light box made of pretty much anything you can imagine, get with Sean Peter on Facebook at Lotus Dynamics Designs, and he will hook you up. Give a shout out to you guys up in the broadcast booth. I know y'all just came on recently, but y'all have been doing a great job. Went back and watched the last few broadcasts and doing a terrific job up there. So appreciate you guys. And then last but not least, the admins of the league for putting on this league and working hard to make it fun and fair and as exciting as it can be.
Well, thank you for all of that. Yes, good times. Great league, great driving, and great to chat with you on the podium this evening. Best of luck next week, okay?
I appreciate it. And here's just a little insider information. After Reese had to do a little door banging to get me out of his way, he may have one coming.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God, please, no!
I'm excited for Dover. I mean, Chris is mesmerized by multiple turns. I just like, a good speedway. So, Dover is one of my favorite tracks, and I think it's going to produce great racing. Mark, once again, congrats on your P2, and we hope to be chatting to you.
Thanks, fellas. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
And to bring in the man of the night, he's currently streaming some of his race, but that's going to be broken up. No more tech talk as we pull in our winner tonight, Josh Reese. Josh, Robin, Chris up in the booth. Hats off to you tonight. Stellar performance. You grabbed the stage win. You grabbed the win overall. It looks like your strategy was just kind of to lay back, chill, conserve, and save tires, and then pounce when it was time. So, did I capture that correctly?
You're about spot on right there. I mean, the car, overall, like the number one race machine was really good. Just I think I was lacking a little bit on fire off speed compared to everybody else, but then it was also the fact of like I think I was also managing my tires better than they were because in the first stage Logan pulled away from me considerable amount, like a second and a half, and then it kind of evened out there for a minute, and like near the end of the stage, I started to make inroads, and I saw he was what I told him, I said he was pulling a Connor Zilich and locking up into turn one and really badly, and I was like, oh, he's got no front grip anymore, and then I was able to get a run out of turn one up the hill, and we battled pretty well. I'll give him hats off for a great battle, and I was able to get by him there. And then the final stage, my picker didn't screw me over like last week. It was a driver error. I was too far right in my box and had to restart sixth and just kind of managed. Got a little help from a little bit of luck and one of my teammates letting me go. And then Aiden had an issue with the engine where he downshifted just a little bit early and it blew his engine. And it really sucks for him because I think he would have been right up there with me at the end. He had a really good car and sucks for him, but it helped me out just a little bit to be able to manage there as well. And, when the time came, I was able to run them back down and make some moves to get around him. Got a little help from lap traffic. Is not how I want to win. I don't ever want to win by lap traffic holding people up, but I'll take it.
Yeah, and I think one of the things you touched on was around like tire management, and we seen the gap open up for like on you as you kind of were patient. And I think with this high horsepower package is that drivers really have to be cautious with how they throttle up, because as soon as you get that car yawed out on exit or you're overcharging entry on any quarter and you heat up these tires, it just becomes more of a handful. So even like watching your inputs now, sitting in your cockpit, you're pretty dang smooth. And I don't know if you're like that with the ladies or whatnot, but you're definitely like that on the track, and it probably helps. It probably helps. Probably helps too if you got Duncan water systems in your corner too. But Chris, over to you. What do you want to say to our winner, Mr. Reese's Pieces, who you've got an affliction for?
It's Reese's peanut butter cups, but
yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, Josh, I think you've proven you know what you're doing. Yeah, congratulations, buddy. Another P1. Exciting race. You commanded the first half for sure, and then we weren't sure what we were going to see at the stage break. I think you came back out. Was it fourth?
Sixth.
Is that correct? Sixth place.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we just who knows? It's it's a tough track, a road course. You don't know what's going to happen. And I think Robert and I commented at some point saying that it looked like you were going to manage tires. And you did, and here you are on the podium, and you're in first place again. So, quite a show. We're super impressed with the league, super impressed with all you drivers. And tonight, had a little, something different with the road course, and everyone handled it like it was something, that they race and they drive every week. So, a great job, and a great job by you, and super exciting. So let's move to next week over at Dover. How are you feeling? How you feel at Dover? Equally commanding for you, or a little different? What's your thoughts?
Well, it's just we gotta wait and see what happens. I don't know how many people have ran Dover in the Gen 6 cars. I know myself, I haven't really ran the Gen 6 cars in general until this season. So every week is just kind of a learning experience. But you take some things you learn from other series and other cars and put it into this. And, I feel like Dover is a really good track for me, another mile and a half, which I really enjoy. And, it's the all-star race, we like to call it. So it's not going to be a points race, but, still going to try and go after and win it and get the award. Hopefully we can command from start to finish and not have problems on pit road. I heard 2 weeks ago that you guys were conspiring against me to curse me. It was based on what Josh was telling me. Josh Fox was telling me.
It must have been Robert.
Listen, he's a liar, man. He might be your team, but he's a liar.
I don't know.
But it's kind of like the broadcaster's curse, and I think, whenever Chris or I talk about somebody, something always kind of unfortunately happens, right? Like we zoom in, and then all of a sudden, you got a bent quarter panel.
I'm just thankful that it didn't end up like last week, where I kind of made mistakes on the pit road was not great for me, and then kind of got myself stuck back in traffic, and then ended up being almost flipped over at one point. And I freaking got damaged last week getting in a wreck.
Yeah.
And I don't know what damage I had. The car wasn't like off on handling, or the steering wasn't off. It just felt slow. So I think I had some sort of like side body damage. I got pounded from the side and almost flipped over. So it probably made me somewhat slower, but we were able to recover to at least a decent finish. But, I was thankful to rebound this week and come home with the win.
Well, you earned this one. Yeah, you did a great job, and it was very entertaining to us and all of the viewers that tuned in. And let me give you a chance here to give flowers.
Don't give any to Josh Fox for being a snitch, though. You can't do that.
No. Oh, well, we
can't change the rules just because you don't like how I'm doing it.
We watch the broadcast every week. So, yeah, we find things out. But yeah, first of all, I just want to give a shout out to everybody on my team at Josh Fox Motorsports. Josh Fox, Andrew Dono, Kyle Lingerfeld, Anthony Hamilton. It's always good working with them, and we make each other better every single week. As well at Spare Parts and Jesse Adams and Forrest Hamilton and everybody over there, as well as the JBR guys. We work really well with them, and they're pretty much, our affiliate team. And it's always good racing with them. It's nothing but respect to them, and hats off over there. Congrats to Mark on the P2 and Lane on the P3, and I'll give a shout out to Logan too for a really great run. It sucks he wasn't on the podium as well, but great run by him as well. And you guys for broadcasting, obviously. You guys do a great job over there, and I enjoy watching it with my team, and as well as Dean putting on the league. Where's Mick at this week, by the way?
We were wondering. He's MIA.
Yeah.
He's MIA?
He didn't.
He's in Miami.
We don't know.
In Miami.
We don't know. We don't know where Mick is. Definitely missed up in the booth tonight, so hopefully he joins us next week or the following week, whenever. But I like.
He brings our mediocre broadcasting to mid.
Yeah, solid mid.
That's what the kids say. Mid.
Mid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to say mid myself. Being.
Yeah. We need
it. Being a youngin.
Right. Wait.
Right.
Oh man.
All right, Josh. Well, hey, best of luck to you next week. We look forward to the show, and I'm sure we'll chat with you again. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Hope to be here next week.
Yeah,
congrats on the win. Buddy.
Yes, sir. Y'all as well. Thank you very much.
All right, Chris. It's time to send off, Chris. Like, what do you want?
Let me put my summary together. I've been working on it. I typed it up.
Man.
Now I'll read it. I'll summarize what I wrote. Hey, this is a great one tonight. I'll tell you what. I dig Road America, and I know you do too. You called me a roadie. I am a roadie. I like road racing, and it's cool to see this combination of these cars on this road track. So it was awesome. We saw nothing but 100% quality racing. And it was a blast. So I enjoyed it. I think the fans did for sure. And I'm just going to leave it at that, man. It was great. I would like to see more of it, but I guess seeing it in a very, rare race, during a season makes it extra special. So I had a lot of fun. I know the drivers are super tired. They need their hydration. Shout out.
Shout out to Duncan Water
Shout
Systems.
out. Shout out. Sorry, I didn't have it queued up. Yeah, thank you for that. And yeah, that's what I got, Robert. So why don't you go over some numbers here, and we'll all enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, pole position tonight, 36 car. Logan Truitt had a great race overall. Most laps led. We saw him skate away into turn one and fall back out of the podium. But good run by that 36 machine, finishing fourth. Our top three finishers, we met with them all. Our winner tonight, Josh Reese, commanding points lead on the season. Mark Kalin grabs P2 with the fastest lap. And Elaine Doyle, last week's winner, stays on the podium, stays in the fight, and is definitely looking to march up the point standings for a championship run. Our charger goes out to Jake Mackey of Duncan Water Systems, sponsor for tonight's 45 laps at the Glen. So shout out to Duncan Water Systems for coming on board. Shout out to Full Throttle Beards for being a sponsor for the series. And overall, Chris, there was a lot of pause. I was wondering if you were joining me in the booth, if you were watching the show. But these guys put on.
It was both. I was in the booth watching sometimes. I mean, it was good stuff. I'm a roadie, like you said. I just impressive show tonight. It was fun.
Yeah, and I agree. These guys consistently deliver top level performances, and tonight was no disappointment with the caliber of driving we saw for the Extreme Forces Racing League. Looking at some of our other finishers, Josh Fox grabs fifth, Tyler Markle sixth, Dan Park, great run in seventh, the Lock Dock Josh Walker in eighth, Forrest Hamilton ninth, and Zach Dahmer grabs the 10th spot. So good run for him overall, because those drivers marched up a numerous amount of spots. 11th went to Dustin Griffin, 12 positions gained. So he did a great job there. 12th is Jake Mackey, our hard charger he's in 12th, but sponsored by Duncan Water Systems. 13th, we'll give a shout out to Kyle Lingerfeld, also up 19 spots as well. So both those drivers started right at the back and marched their way up. So, I mean, that to me speaks volumes, as these drivers are able to navigate a road course and make passes with one another. But that's going to be our show tonight. Make sure that you like and subscribe like the broadcast, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're clicking on that gearbox at the bottom right hand side and streaming in 4K. Partnered up with TrackCams22 to give you some of these cool angles. We didn't even use them all tonight, Chris, and that sucks.
No, I'm sure next week we'll have an opportunity to do some more camera angles, or drops, some other fun things that, we had locked and loaded, but didn't get to drop.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, take that.
Take that,
everybody.
Take it. Yeah, we got more. We got more.
We got more.
But Chris, awesome time with you up in the Outlier TV booth tonight. I enjoyed it. I hope that everyone watching the show got to see what they were looking for. So I don't know, Chris. We'll be live again Wednesday night. Are you excited for Wednesday?
I'm gonna be there. So yeah, folks. Hey, check it out. If you're not racing, come check us out at 7 p.m. Eastern.
7:25 p.m.
7:25.
I'll send you a note.
Yeah. All right. And hey, I just wanted to just say this too, really quick here. Just a sincere thank you to Extreme Forces Racing League for having us. It is truly our pleasure to do this broadcast for the league. We've enjoyed bringing this broadcasting to the fans, and we've been totally just thrilled with the quality of racing, and we're doing our best to learn everybody's names and paint jobs and get that all sort of under wraps so that we can just really continue to just bring you guys the best of everything. We're still new here. I'm loving it, and I know you are too, Robert, and just really, really thrilled to be delivering the broadcast for Extreme Forces Racing.
Yep, couldn't agree more. Shout out to the friends and family and the drivers who watch the show, watch it back, and we'll be looking to be live Wednesday night and possibly again next Monday. So stay tuned, stay live, put your likes and loves down, and have a good night, everyone.
Do you have some video queued up?
Video's running, buddy. What do you want to do?
Don't you do your in-car at the end? I'm going to surprise you with some music queued up here.
All right. Well, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready, buddy.
Outlier TV signing off. I'm Rob. He's Chris. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
The original dancehall jungle is there. General Levy alongside the MB. The world is in trouble. I will tell a murderer. It goes. I am the incredible general. Let's see you shine out with the gummy. Incredible general. Yo, Marty will of them. I spin them like a windmill. You talk for them, go to them and we got the skill. Dance can nice and let's bring them on the bill. And the girls see you with vices like them dreams get fulfilled. Pass out with them in the pass out with them in the cold life with them in the chill. I go winner, settle winner, over the hill. When the one comes to see that, when the must say sick, when the must say ill.
That's all I got.
I hope that's royalty free, man. All right, we gone.